Hello, everyone.
Oh, how's it going?
That's fine. Tonight we are gonna do our last part of this topic.
Are we not doing a quiz today?
Quiz today.
I think it was supposed to be today before, right?
Just let me check.
It looks like it was Saturday now.
Yeah, I changed it. We discussed it last time. Let me check, double check this.
I had a quick question for you. Are you planning on teaching 432 next term? Do you know?
Nobody discussed with me any courses for next term.
Okay. Yeah, they were supposed to be offering it, but I'm not seeing 432 for spring term yet.
I talked to the main advisor and he says that they're not going to offer that class anymore
Oh, okay.
because they don't have a teacher.
What's 432?
Advanced digital design.
Okay.
So did the advisor give you an alternative to 432, Lewis? No?
Now I'm looking in my degree works. You got me worried, Taylor.
Yeah, I was like, my next class, next term is 432, and it's supposed to be in spring, so I don't know what to do now.
I had to respond to authentication error. Now I can share the screen. This is our homework 4. We are going to use the finite state machine to implement a vending machine. This vending machine, we are going to make it simple. This vending machine, we are going to limit it to just accepting $1 bill and $5 bill. That's it. No coins, no $2 bills, no quarters, just 1 and 5. And in case of $1, it will give you your can. If it is 5, you will get your can. In addition, you are going to get your change, that is $4. We need to think about the input and output. This is the first thing. Second, we need to think about how many states do we have? How many states do we have? Number 3, what will be the input to move from one state to the other, and what will be the output, and would the output depend on the input or just the state? In other words, are we gonna do Mealy or Moore machine? Mealy or Moore machine? That is when you decide on the number of states and the input and the output and how we are going to move from one state to the other according to which input. And would the output be dependent on the input or just the state? If it is just the state, it is a Moore machine. If it is depending on the state as well as the input, this will be a Mealy machine. After knowing that, moving to one of the two versions that you did already, it will be very easy. So right now, I'm gonna give you 15, 20 minutes to answer those questions. Okay? Clear?
I got a question. Where is this homework for on the website? I can't find it anywhere.
You can find what? The assignment?
The homework for? Yeah, I can't find it. I have a homework for, but it looks totally different.
Yeah, this is different.
It is not the vending machine?
No, it is
It
a vending machine.
but it's different.
It takes quarters and nickels and dimes.
Yes, I said, forget about all of those. I need just $1.05. That's it.
Yeah, but the Word document you're showing, can you share that on the website? We don't see that. Word
Okay,
document.
just a moment. I'll put it as announcement immediately.
Thank you.
So
Thank
also
you.
that document you were showing, it mentions $2 bill as well. Do you want that implemented or you still want only 1 and 5?
This is homework 4. Now you have it. And please, when you do it, make sure that you have only $1 and $5 bills. That's it. That would make it much easier. Any more comments? I'll stop sharing, and any one of you, you may discuss it with your colleagues, no problem.
So Professor Metwali, just to confirm,
Yeah.
the announcement says there's 3 types of coins, 1, 2, and 5. Are you not
Yes.
wanting us
Do
to
you
examine
want me
the?
to swear that I need just $1 and $5? If you wanna make 10 different bills, do it, whatever. But I need just $2 bill, $1 and $5. If you wanna do any more, it's up to you.
Okay.
I have a follow-up question. What is the price of a can?
$1.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Cheap, isn't it? No one is bargaining. Okay,
I'll do it for 50 cents.
okay. Please go ahead. We have 15, 20 minutes to answer those questions because according to those questions, we are going to build our system. Thank you. Hello, Brandon. Brandon,
Hello.
how many inputs do we have?
Just wave reset clock and then one for each type of monetary input.
What are the inputs for this system?
I mean, like, as a whole, it'd just be $1 and $5.
Yes, so I have two inputs, $1 or $5, correct?
Yeah.
So we have for this vending machine, two inputs. Eric,
Oh, there.
hello, sir. What will be the output?
Output would be your change and the item being vended.
And the can. Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. So we have two inputs, that is either $1 bill or 5. And we have two outputs. One of them is the can itself and the change if there is any change. Now we go to Daniel. Hello, Daniel.
Hello.
Now we need to identify the states.
Yeah. So
How many states do we have?
I was able to get 4.
4.
Yeah.
So at the very beginning, I may say that I am at state 0. And I am waiting to receive the money.
Yeah. So if the input is 0, there's no change and no can.
Excellent.
And then the next state would be if you get a $1.
You mean if the input is 0, 0.
Yeah. Yeah.
If the input is 0, 0, no change, stay in state 0. Now,
Yes.
if the input is 1, 0, that means I have $1 bill.
Then you get a can. Oh no, if it's only $1, you're still waiting.
Yes, $1, that is
get
1,
a
0.
can.
If the input is 1, 0,
You
I
stay.
go to state 1, correct?
I thought we changed the price of a can to $1.
Oh, okay, that's what it was. I was doing $2.
Oh, okay.
No, no.
My bad.
Okay. You were doing $2?
Yeah, I'll do $1.
No, you made it for $2 or $1 and $5.
Oh, I was the can cost $2 in my scenario, but I can go back.
You are
Yeah.
making money out of this.
I thought the can was too cheap.
Okay. Now we go back to $1. So we received $1. So I move from state 0
To state
1.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah,
State 1, what happens in state 1?
you get the can.
And after I finish from getting the can,
It goes back to state 0.
excellent. That's good. That's good. Now, if I get $5, what will happen?
You can get 2 cans and change.
No. Make it easier.
Oh, okay.
We got $5. What should happen?
You get change.
I
Can.
get the can first.
Yeah, can and then change.
So I get the can. This is one state.
Okay.
And this state will be followed by getting the change state, correct?
I see. So it's not
And after I get the change, where should I go?
back to state 0.
Excellent. So how many states do we have now?
Okay. We got it. That would be 5, I believe.
No, I counted them 4.
Oh, that's what I said in the beginning.
Yes, that's what you said at the very beginning, yes.
Okay. Yeah, I that sounds right. 4. If the input's 0, the output is 0. If the input's 0, 1, you get
Now, if you have this picture, Cody. Hello, Cody.
Yes, sir.
Have you managed to understand the logic behind this?
My take on it is it's a Moore machine because the input doesn't affect the output.
Forget about many or more at this moment. Let's draw the state diagram first, then we can decide. But your guessing is very correct. It is a Moore machine. Your guessing is very correct. But here, I'm asking you about the structure. We are in state 0, waiting for money. No money, stay in state 0. If you got $1, you go to state 1.
We go to 1, and then
And
from 1 it'll automatically go to 0.
dispense the can. If you get 5, you go to state 2. Dispense the can, followed by state 4. That is to give you the change.
Yep. and then
After
back to
4,
0.
you go back to state 0. Could you draw the state diagram that we have just spoken about?
I mean, I can, but should I do it in Paint or something?
Whatever you like. Even
Sure.
if you can do it on a piece of paper, then use your camera to take a photo, then upload this photo so you can share the photo.
Don't have one right now, so we're gonna do it in Paint, if that's all right.
Okay, so I need you all, please do the state diagram. Draw the state diagram that we spoke about.
I'm just gonna redraw mine in Paint and I'll share it while everybody works on theirs.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, go away. Yes, 0. So it loops back if the input is 0, 0.
Excellent.
It goes here. So I don't know if we set this in stone. I assume 0, 1 would be $1.
Yes,
I
yes.
assume 1, 0 would be $5.
Yeah.
So we go to S1. This one will always
Go back to state 0. Yes.
go back. So, or I guess we use X's, right? Not
Yes,
dashes.
correct.
This one will go over here to S3, which will always lead to S4, which will also go, not a great drawing, but
Excellent. Perfect.
I have a question if I'm missing something. So you got the 0, 1, 3, 4. What's state 2?
oh, I just skipped 2 because we were talking about 4 states.
Oh, okay, okay.
I forgot 0 is it's space 0. There you
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
go.
Okay. Hello, Joe.
Yeah, how's it going?
Yes, sir. What will be the output of state 1?
The output would be to dispense a can.
Will be the can.
Yes.
So this output, does it depend on the input or that is just related to the state?
Hmm.
No, no,
It's
no,
just
no,
a
no.
state. It's just a
I
state.
shouldn't do it that way. It's
No,
confusing.
no. Remove this. I am speaking, I am state 1. What will happen in
just a
state
state.
1?
So when S0 gets the
When I am in
$1
state 1,
bill,
what will always happen?
it'll always go back to S0.
No, when I go to state, yes, I am gonna get the can. This is a must.
Yeah.
As soon as I enter S1, I get the can. Okay?
Mhm.
So
Yep.
this can, it doesn't depend on the input. It depends only on the state.
Yeah.
Now, if you go to S2, what will happen when you go to S2?
It'll dispense the can and
I
it'll
get the
go to
can, and
S3.
this can depends on S2.
Yep.
So write it down, S2, beneath it the can.
Thank you,
What will
Cody.
happen if you go to S3?
It will dispense the change.
That doesn't depend on anything except state 3. S3, change. As you can see here, the output depends on the state only. I came to this state by some input, of course. Moving from one state to the other must be depending on the input. But here, the output, this is the key between Mealy and Moore. Since here, the output depends only on the state, we are in a perfect Moore machine. Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Okay. Our next target, which should be the easiest one. I need to program this. I need to convert this into a program. We have the structure of a Moore machine. We have the structure of a Moore machine. Now I need to implement it. Hi guys, any questions? Okay, let's take maybe 45 minutes or so, and I'll let you work on it. Anyone may share the screen.
I have a quick question. Hey, Dr. Matwali, I have a question if you're around. Okay, I think I've got this working. I'm gonna get the share running.
You may share the screen, please.
Yep, I'm just looking through all the windows I have. So I did the input as a vector. I didn't see anything about if we were supposed to do it as 1 or 2 inputs for the 1 and 5. Why is this in the wrong place? There we go. So the most significant bit was 5, the least significant bit was 1.
Yeah,
So we can see if it's 0, it stays in state 0. I did check that.
yeah,
We hit the 5, it on the next high clock, it dispenses the change, or I'm sorry, it dispenses the can. And then the next high clock, it dispenses the change. We can
okay,
see we go from state 2, or yeah, state 2 to state 3. And then down here, we see I put in $1, we dispense the can and we're in state 1, and then it immediately goes back to 0.
perfect. Could I see the program?
Yep, let me get that one up next. So I did have a question that you weren't around for, so I just commented it out for the moment. I didn't know if you wanted us to have a reset at all where you could get your change back, so I commented it out.
No, make it simple. Yeah,
Get rid of those. So all I have is clock spending, which is a vector to give me 5 or 1, dispense can out, dispense change out. If you come down state register, I'll clean it up without the reset, but on the high clock, rising edge of the clock, state goes to the next state. The logic is when it's in 0, it just depends off the bits of spending. So it checks the $1 first, and it checks the $5, since we can never have both. And then if it's anything else, I just put in a fail safe of sending it back to 0 state.
yeah,
The rest of the states were just moving on to the next state. It didn't care what the inputs were.
okay,
And then I have the output logic, which just sets it to 0 to dispense can or dispense change on each one.
okay. We need more comment statements, please.
Okay.
And I think it is working well. Thank you very much, sir.
No problem. I'll go ahead.
That's all for you for tonight. If you want to leave, you are welcome to leave. No problem.
Okay, and then I saw the quiz was moved to Saturday. That's right.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
So I did
So
the same
Saturday,
thing.
we don't have any class. You just open the quiz. It will open for you at the class time. You answer, upload. That's it.
Okay, so we don't even have to join Zoom or anything.
No, nothing.
I did the same thing, but I used 2 inputs instead of the vector input that Cody used. Like you can see, it's got $1 and $5 for inputs.
Yeah,
Or can output, $5 can, then change, and then back to state 0, 0.
yeah,
So you use the 2 separate inputs?
Yeah, everything is the same, even the order of the output, it's all the same. Other than that,
How can you make your screen black like that?
it's
You don't
under tools options.
Oh, okay. I'll go play with that then.
That really helped.
No, I prefer coding on a black screen as well.
I was getting a interesting error. I was hoping I could run by you guys.
I'll take a peek before I leave. I don't know if I'm any help.
Let's see. Sharing my screen.
I didn't show it, but if I did the input for too long, it will like give you multiple cans. I don't know if you guys ran into that problem.
So I did a vector output, so it was just a 0 or a 1 on either. And it's kind of weird because it'll compile, like it'll successfully compile.
Mhm.
But when I go to do the output waveform, for some reason it's not, like I get an error there.
In the waveform?
Yeah, like it gives me a error in the waveform. So you
Yeah,
guys can
that's what's happening to me too.
see it compiling,
What-
right?
What did you name your inputs and outputs?
Good question.
I named my input, and it does not like that. You have to give it a different name.
Okay.
Well,
Correct,
probably
it doesn't like
keyword.
outputs named output.
Yeah,
I
or
named
out.
I named it cache, and then output I named it out p.
Those should be fine. I don't think those are keywords.
Yeah, that should be fine.
So everything compiled, and now I'm do the waveform. Always just stick with 800. I don't know why every single time I do.
I do 600. I get it.
And then I've been using that nifty trick of yours to show the
So get it from all first.
from all. Okay.
Yeah. Grab those. Yeah, and you'll take all of those, and then get the last one from pre-synthesis to grab your states. I found everything but pre-synthesis and all causes all kinds of problems in the waveform.
That might have been the issue.
I know on homework 3 I was having a really hard time trying to get anything to show. I ended up putting 4 outputs just so I could see all my outputs.
So I'm just gonna set this for like 80. This is the input. I'm just gonna set it for like 80 nanoseconds so we can see it incrementing. And then I'm just gonna leave the reset low because we don't really care about it.
Do you have a state for 1-1 for cache? Because that'll be an issue. Because like in mine, the first bit is 1s, the second bit is 5s, but you have 3 options here.
Okay. Yeah, when zeros or when 1-1 next
No,
to
not the state. There
Oh.
you're checking the state. If you look at what you just put in the waveform for cache,
go back to the waveform.
yeah. You see how your cache goes to 1-1 now
Yeah.
because you're counting it.
So that's a $1 and a $5.
And that's not something we have coded to handle with. So if you drop cache so you can see both the bits of it, you can set them manually. And that's what I did.
Oh, you can do that through the waveform?
Yeah, so go to waveform.
Okay.
Extend cache out with the little arrow on the left. Yeah, that one. So what you can do is you, for example, you see where you have both high, you can highlight all of those.
Yeah.
They're a pain to highlight, and then hit 0 and you can manually set them.
Like that, right?
Yeah, because we don't have a $6 option.
Okay. So
Unless you go to your program, and in this case, you stay where you are. You don't change the state. If you have 1-1, consider it that you are remaining in the same state. But
Yeah,
this is
like-
easier, of course.
set it as just staying. Oh yeah, see, here's that error.
Error loading design.
Could not find work.hw4.
Hold on.
for. Anybody have any ideas?
It's looking for a file that it can't find. I mean,
Did you rename the
Because the
waveform
file
file?
name here is different.
Yeah, that's what's happening.
Yeah,
That's
Oh.
like your error.
Let's see, is there but it looks like it's the same name. It's all HW.
but it's asking for different file.
Yeah, it's looking for the default name before you named it.
Huh. Doesn't like what, just waveform?
Yes, just generate a new waveform file. Forget about this, close it, and
Okay.
generate a new waveform file.
Okay.
Oh, I always rename my waveforms.
Yeah, me too. That's never happened to me before.
I think that you also, your project is all caps, but the entity was all lowercase. And I've seen weird issues with that too.
Oh yeah, that could be making it angry. Presets.
Okay, and we move this thing out,
Yeah.
and then you can just set them manually.
Yeah, I just set one part as high on one line, and then way farther down, I set another part as high just so I could see them both.
Just like that. And so now run it, but don't
Yeah.
rename
It might be your project that's having issues, but this will be easier to check. So when you first made the project in Quartus,
it.
like you're coding it, did you keep the name like case sensitive throughout the naming and the file name and everything?
Let's see.
Look there, your architecture and entity are lowercase, is that it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yep. And then I saved it as, yeah. And it's kind of ridiculous how it's sometimes just one little thing like that.
Those should be the only two you have.
Okay.
You need to compile it again, yes.
Yeah. Thanks, you guys.
You may need to go to the waveform again one more time.
Yeah, but I want to wait for the thing to finish
Yes, of
compiling.
course.
Yeah, okay.
I think you're actually able to open one of your old ones. I might be wrong on that.
I don't want to chance it. Okay. Pre-synthesis. Okay. So now, do I keep it as waveform or do I save it as the same file name?
I
You
don't
can
think it
save
matters.
It doesn't matter.
Not as far as I can tell. I've named them whatever.
Oh, working.
Yeah, sweet. So the output, when it's 0, it stays in the same state. When it's 0, 1, it dispenses a can, and then when it's 1, 0, it gives change.
Yeah,
And then just like I put comments for the output, like idle state, dispense can. Oh, change is 1, 1. Dispense can is, it dispenses a can for either the $1, it dispenses a can for the $5, and then the change is 1, 1. Where is it? Many waveforms. Where is it? There it is. Huh, that's interesting though, because the output doesn't show 1, 1.
But you can see on your state that you go to all the states, so there's probably something wrong in your output coding,
Okay.
be my guess.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, because see, you go state 0, state 2, state 3, and at the very end, there's a state 1 there. So you get to all the states.
Okay, so state 2 is it dispenses, gives change back to state 0, dispenses, gives change, and then back to 0, and then so this one is the $5 bit, and then this one's, yeah, that makes sense, because 1, 0 rather than 0, 1. Okay, yeah, I had to just wrap my head around it.
yeah, working fine.
Cool. Thanks again.
I'm out of here. Have a good night, guys.
Yeah.
Professor, are we just doing a screenshot of the code and the waveform as usual for,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
thanks.
And is it okay if I have a 2-bit output, or should I go back and make it 2 single outputs?
No, no, that's good.
Okay. Great.
As I said, we have nothing more for tonight. If you wanna share the screen or if you have any questions, you are welcome to stay with me. And no hard feeling if you wanna leave, no problem at all.
All right. Have a good night.
You too, everybody. Have a good night.
Have a good one.
Thank you.